Hello everyone, Karen Cecilia here. I trust everyone is good, doing great. I want to just do a little follow-up on the Lawrence Rowe expose on the matter of the KSMAC. And I want to clear up some misunderstandings, because one of the problem in our political discourse, and particularly on the social media landscape, the major problem is that some of the people on social media and those who participate in the discussions, and it is surprising how large that group of people is, don't really understand the system and don't understand how some things work, and they don't know the laws of the country, and that is what killing us off as a people, because people refuse to educate themselves and prefer to lock themselves in them little box of green and them little boxes of orange, and that seems to be okay for everybody. And then when they have a comment to make, they come out and say stupid things and beat down the other person because it's not lining up with what they believe in, or it's not lining up with their narrative or their color. When it is lining up with their narrative, it's fine. They believe what you say. When it's not lining up with their narrative, oh, you're a liar, or they're disappointed in you, as some people on my channel have come on to say, because they're disappointed in me for telling the truth, except that the truth not this time is on their side, so therefore they're disappointed in me. I should tell you all that I am not in the least bit concerned about your disappointment, because I am gravely disappointed in all of you that come on with that comment. For all this time that we have been blogging and talking, you never took the time out to go educate yourselves about some things. And so you constantly come on and being disappointed when your side is not being regaled with all kind of niceties. As soon as the other side is given a fair shot, you start your open excitement, come on my channel with big, bold, all caps, writing that people should unsubscribe to my channel, and then come in on my channel and call me dirty PMP girl Karen. What the hell? Why would anybody want to do that? Why are you coming on the channel to come just call me dirty PMP girl Karen? But when I was doing and saying things that suit your narrative, I wasn't the dirty PMP girl Karen. Want to see why our politics, why people don't believe anything that we say? Want to see why the two sides are suffering from apathy from voters? Because this kind of thing, because you are the supporters, and some of you are even workers and ground operatives. And if this is your behavior, then what do you expect the voters to do when they say they don't believe in any of the two parties, or them not going to vote because them not like the two of them? Any matter that comes up right now, anything that Lawrence Rowe puts out, or anything that comes up right now, both whoever is on the wrong will stay quiet or try to push back from whoever is on the right. And then some people are going to come out and say, boy, yeah, Ray, I could lick him, I could kill him. And then the other side would say, oh, no, wicked, oh, no, liar, no, corrupt. And one side would say, we could get rid of the wicked and corrupt government. And so on and so forth. And it goes round and round, because it is a circus. And that's the carousel of the politics. All of it just go round and round and round. Now, in my view, Mark Golden and Peter Bunting, along with them protege Dayton Campbell, are the most corrupt politicians this country has ever seen. Because I've always maintained that corruption is not so much what people believe, your thief. Yes, that included. But we have boxed up corruption as just somebody thieving something, or somebody get a position that them shouldn't get, or they're not qualified for it. But because it's a friend, you get the position. And the world run on favors, believe you me. People do favors for people every day. It's a whole conglomerate of favor doing. And it's not us alone in Jamaica that does it. That's one of the problem, that people believe that some of the things that are done in the country is we alone do it. No anybody else in the world do it, which is really not true. The entire political system of the world is built on favors and political alliances and all the rest of it, and money and power. So this year I come on my channel and I'm putting in bold caps that people should unsubscribe from my channel. Why? Because you don't like what I'm saying now. Because what I'm saying now don't line up with what him feel or what he believes, because him is a JLP operative and he want everything to line up along the lines of everything going good and hunky-dory for the JLP. I am sorry to tell you, boss, this is not how it works. And you set up a YouTube channel which you have never used. You should go educate yourself before you come on my channel for call me ugly, dirty PMP girl Karen. I mean, that is not good. That is not nice. You can't come on my channel and call me dirty PMP girl. I have never told anybody that I'm anything else but a PMP. I have always said that I'm a PMP. Some coming on my channel and talk about I must send me a vote GLP the next time, or people must just come off my channel. I must say, what the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Come in on my channel, come tell me what I should say and what I should do and what I do you don't like, so you all call me dirty PMP girl Karen. How does that help your party? How does that help whatever it is you don't want to bring across to the Jamaican voting public? Seriously, how does that help? Now, I'm not taking these things personal. Believe me, I don't take these things personal. I am just baffled by the fact that you're trying to win an election, and all of you that comes on the channel are part of that group trying to win an election, and your only argument to counter what I am saying is to say dirty PMP girl Karen, or to say that you are disappointed in me, or to say that you don't know what to believe because 1 minute I'm saying thing and the next minute I'm saying thing. I say it and call it as I see it. However I see it, I'm going to call it as that. Just like how I believe that the IC unfairly went after Mr. Holness, unfairly and wickedly and viciously. Just like how I believe the IC went after Mr. Holness's parents in a way that just really gripe me. That's the way I feel about things. I feel about things based on how my mother grew me. And I decipher what is right and wrong. Most people decipher what is right or wrong based on how you were grown up, how you were trained, how your parents grew you up, you know. That's how your belief system is built, you know. The things that your parents will tell you, say, yo, that's wrong. You mustn't do it. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. If you ever say that again, I'm going to put soap and water in your mouth. That's my mother. I tell me not to call the little boy a chink after I play him in a fair marble game. I want to boy don't run him ever. Me and my friend now still, but I mean, me and him couldn't agree as kids. I would play marble together. Me always have the most bottles of marble buried in my yard. And him lose the big pearly them we have. And him come a war with me about it. I be telling him if I go from here, him look like chink and him smell like chink, and my mother grabbed me. And she said, don't ever call anybody that. Don't. And I haven't, except that I would call Dayton Campbell chink, because that him is, you know. And if I'm going to call anybody dirty, it is Dayton Campbell, because that he is. We're adequately and properly describing him. Now I want to separate two things. First, what Dayton Campbell suggested to Lawrence Rowe on that voice note is criminal. It is against the law. And they, Mark Golding-led PMP, have been doing it for a while. They have been using the councils controlled by PMP mayors for a while now to use it to generate funds for various activities in their various constituencies. They have been doing it for a while now, which is how Norman Scott became a vice president of the PMP. They rewarded him with that, to say that, you know, you do this and we'll make you vice president, and become vice president, because it must basically their money bag. They do the same thing in the Hanover Council. I can't speak for the other two, but I know they do the same thing in the Hanover Council. It was riddled with corruption in how they use the money to do political work. That's what Dayton, that's a Dayton matter. The matter of how the KSAC operates is something that you all should know. And I just want to make it clear to you that what I'm about to say to you is true, and both sides do it. So all of you, we're up in arms about the both sides do it. Yes, true. You are absolutely correct. Both sides doing it don't make it right. But right and wrong are important. They are, yes. But equally or more important could be doing what helps the most or what alleviates the most pain or difficulty for some poor people. That is also, part of the importance of all of that. So let us look into all it, because I want to point out some things to you so you can understand exactly what I mean when I said that both sides do it. It is not an attempt to suggest that both sides take the money from the parish council and help to build up their political bases with it. Of course, both sides do that too. But that's not the point I was making. It really wasn't. But inadvertently, it become part of it now. Because both of them do it, whether you want to like it or not. And if you have an argument to put forward to me when I say it, and you're going to come on the channel to say it, put forward the argument. Put forward the argument. I don't like to add to block people from a channel. I've never done it. But I will block you from a channel if you come up on my channel and call me dirty PMP girl, Karen, because I've done nothing to you. Nothing to you that would lead you to call me that. It is disrespectful and rude, and it clearly means that you don't grow good. You simply do not grow good for you to come on my channel to come say that crap. That's not good, man. You simply can't do that. Right? Because you don't have an argument to put forward to back up what you are saying. If you have some evidence to back up what you are saying, put it forward on the channel. Say, Karen, I believe you are wrong about this because so and so and so. Just like I put out there that I met this fellow at the bank, and he said to me that he's going to study actuary science, and University of the West Indies doesn't do it, so he's going to Sweden to do it. I said it on my channel. Somebody came on the channel and somebody says, Miss Cross, the young fellow wrong, because actuary science, UTech has a program that does actuary science. And I responded, okay, I did not know that. So what did I do after that? I sent to UTech to give me some information if they have that program and what that program entails. I have not received that yet, but since I sent it Thursday, I cut them some slack. Maybe I get it Monday or Tuesday from the person I sent it to. And as soon as I have that information, when I go back to the bank, I will point it out to the young fellow. So if you're going to come, so just like I put that out and somebody put back on the channel and say, that is not true, Miss Cross, UTech has one. And I take that and I take the correction because I did not know. So if I put something that you don't like, come with the alternate argument. Don't come with dirty PMP girl, Karen. What is that? That don't make it, man. That defeats the purpose of exactly everything that we are trying to do here. It defeats the purpose of what we are trying to educate the Jamaican people on. Because if we are trying to educate the Jamaican people to avoid people like Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell, and then you coming on my channel not to just disagree with me, but to outright disrespect me and rude to me and tell me, my ice cream shop are taxpayers' money. We can't even bother going to that. Because my ice cream shop are taxpayers' money. Do you know the struggle with that ice cream shop? There are days when something you go to the ice cream shop, you sell $200. You photocopy something for somebody. At $200, you spend 3-4 hours out there, and you come back with what $200 you earn for the day. There are weeks when I can't pay for the ice cream. There are months when the light bill, I have to send it around to friends and family to say, pay that light bill for me. And sometimes 3-4 people pay one light bill, and it carry on for a couple of months. Don't tell me about my ice cream shop is taxpayers' money. How is my ice cream shop taxpayers' money? Somebody in the taxpayers department, somebody in some ministry or council giving me money for my ice cream shop. Because if you know of that and you come on the channel, you must say it and you must produce what it is you're saying as evidence. Tell me who gave me, when, where. You don't do that, my youth. You don't do that, man. You just don't do that, Mr. Denton Henry. You may talk. Come on, I'm a child with a whole heap of one bag of argument behind each other, and then putting in all caps that people should unsubscribe from my channel because you disagree with what I'm saying. Do you know how dunce you look with that? Do you know how dunce you look with that? saying all of that and then cap it all off and round it all up with dirty PMP girl Karen. Because I am not saying what you want to hear. Not no work, sir, my youth. Not no work, sir. So let me give you some facts. And I think I have said this more than one occasion, you know. Whenever I put something out and I tell you that I'm giving you some facts, I expect you to go check on it. What the hell is wrong with you now? Go check on it. All right? Okay. The last local government election was held in 2016. The last local government election before the one in 2024 was held in 2016. That local government elections, the GLP had 9 councils, I believe, and the PMP had 4. The next local government election after 2016 would have come due in 2020, but that was not held. So everybody that was in the council was now illegal because them in there unelected. People elect them from 2016 to serve 4 years. They were there until 2024. We should lock up the whole of them. We really should have arrested the whole of them and locked them. We should throw them out, actually. But that's not how the system works. Well, you get it? Do you get what I'm saying? We should throw them out, the whole of them, but that is not how the system works. But in truth and in fact, to serve Jamaican people better, if the elections are not held, you know, how the hell if you have councils representing people who have not gone to the people in the required time by constitution, and them serving within that time? Them serve for 8 years, you elect them for 4 years. The additional 4 years, they were illegal. But they continue to serve. That's how the system works. They continue to serve. During that period, that the JLP, that from 2016 to 2020, and from 2020 to 2024, there were a number of council seats that went vacant. Some went vacant, like Crystal Lee became Member of Parliament, so she left the St. Mary Parish Council, so that was vacant. Hugh Graham, he left the St. Catherine Parish Council and became a PMP MP, that also was left vacant. Wesley Soku in Point Hill, St. Catherine, he also, I think he died. He was a PMP and he died. And his seat was also vacant. Even McCormick, very good comrade and nice comrade that I met and knew very well, she also died and her seat was left vacant. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you some more people whose seat was left vacant, and then I'll tell you why it's important for you to know. All right? So I'm going to tell you. Let's go down now to over Portmore. Well, we got Portmore already. Ivan and Sekou from there. George Wright was a councillor in Westmoreland who then became a Member of Parliament. His council seat was also vacant. There was Milton Brown, who died from the Mineral Heights division. He died, and his council seat was also left vacant. Then Omer Davis became Member of Parliament, I believe, and his council seat was left vacant. I don't know what happened. What with Omer Davis? I don't know if he became Member of Parliament or he died. Something like that. I think he became Member of Parliament. That put a death on Mr. Davis. Then there is Gladstone Bent. He was expelled from the St. James Parish Council. Gladstone Bent was expelled from the Parish Council. Sylvan Reid was expelled from the Parish Council. And those 2 PMP councillor seats were also vacant. Over in Portland, there was Councillor Darren Wood, who died, and his seat also was left vacant. 2 JLP seats, Councillor Wood and Councillor Irvin Brown. Both of them died, and those 2 seats were left vacant. All right. Now, why am I telling you all of this? I'm telling you all of this because when a councillor dies, or move on from becoming councillor to becoming MP, or migrate, or expelled, or went to jail or prison, or for some reason can't serve anymore, the sole responsibility of those council seats, all of those divisions, the money that would have been allocated to those council seats is now the sole prerogative of the mayor of that council. Follow me now? Some of those councils were PMP mayors and some of those councils were GLP mayors. You learn and understand and go find out information for yourself. Don't take my word for it. When the seat become vacant, when there's nobody in the seat, somebody died, somebody migrated, somebody, gone about their business, then who is responsible for the well-being of the people of those divisions? Who is responsible for spending the money that by law is allocated to those divisions? Who by law? By law, the only person that has a 100% total jurisdiction over that money is the mayor of that council. The mayor of the Portmore, the mayor of the Portland Council, the mayor of the St. Mary Council when Crystal Lee left, the mayor of the Portland Council when Darren Wood died and Irvin died. The mayor has total control over those divisions. Scotty would have total control of the divisions of the people that died in St. Catherine. The PMP had control of those divisions when George Wright moved from councillor to MP in the Westmoreland division. The mayor would have had total control of those funds for the St. James Parish Council when those two councillors from the PMP side were expelled. So the mayor have total control, and that is not something that the mayor took onto himself, or somebody said you should, or the council's vote and said, but mayor, you in charge of the money. It is the law. It is the law that the mayor controls that money. Now, I'm going to be very, very raw and upfront with you. Most mayors, historically, most of them just do what they want to do with the money. In other words, if the two people that died is from the JLP side, the JLP mayor in charge of that money do what they want to do with it. And him under no obligation to give the PMP representative who would have run against that person or who is a caretaker for that council seat. Him under no obligation to share that money with him. None at all. It is totally at his own discretion. Him don't have to. It's his discretion, and most mayors choose to just keep the money for them side. Both PMP and GLP, them keep the money for them side. So in Portland, the mayor kept the money for them side. Scotty him seemed to keep the money for him side only to in St. Catherine. I suspect it's the same thing happening in St. James and St. Mary and the rest of them. I suspect. Can't speak with authority about it, but I suspect that that is the case. In Kingston and St. Andrew, I have never heard it been the case where the PMP mayors, I don't know Angela Bromberg did it. A matter of fact, she never did it. Angela Bromberg never did that. Neither did Desmond McKenzie. Neither did Delroy Williams. They do not share the money with the PMP caretaker for the division that is now without a member of parliament, without a councillor. None of them ever did it. Not PMP, not GLP. So when I say both sides, I want you to listen to me. None of them did it. And for the first time, the very first time in council history, this new mayor, Councillor Swaby, did something different. He decided, and he has been harping about this for a long while. Him and Delroy Williams, when he was the PMP leader for the council, while Delroy Williams was mayor, him and them had a whole heap of inner run-ins about it, But that is how the system has been running for many, many moons. And for the first time, Mayor Swaby decided that he's not doing it that way. So if the place that the people died, if they died, then he decided that he is going to, if $10 them forget, he might give the GLP side 5, I might give the PMP side 5. That's a change. That's the difference. That's what he did. That's what he decided to do. He decided that it's not fair. All his life, he has been talking about it. And he decided that he's going to do it differently. He decided that he's not going to do it like how everybody else used to do it. He decided that doing how many council seats in the corporate area that have a PMP councillor that have gone on to become member of parliament. Right beside me there over Northwest, St. Andrew. Doing, what's his name? Become member of parliament. There is no councillor in that division. What would a normal, all the mayors would have done based on history and what they have done over the decades? They would have spent the money in which way they want, and they would have given it just to their side. Because it's for them discretion, and the law allows them that. Nobody can brawl about no thief and rob money. The law says the mayor in charge of the money that don't have no councillor. What did Swaby do? Swaby gave half the money to the JLP side, half the money to the PMP side. What did he do with the Councillor 1000 that died in my own constituency here? They did the same thing. And I should pause and tell you here that, well, let me not tell you that here, right? But we'll go on, I'll tell you. Councillor 1000 died. What did Swaby do? He gave half the money. I don't know if he gave it to the member of parliament with Mr. Oldness now go mix up himself in that. So I would imagine Mr. Oldness' office and their people handled that. And then he would have given the other half to whoever the PMP caretaker is. So him split it evenly for the caretaker and the person who died. So two people that not representing the people of Olympic Guards Division, but they got the money to spend. Two people who not representing the people of the which division Dwayne Smith was in. One division. There's you and then and there's another one. And he split it with them. Now, should we celebrate that? We should, because that is what you call bipartisanship. You can't talk about me defending my PMP people them and me defending my criminal friends them. What is wrong with you? Wait. What is the PMP side call Mr. Oldest criminal and I'm defending him? The PMP people them call him thief and I'm defending him. What won't you come off thinking that people must always be spouting the narrative that Uno want to hear? And everything that Uno says is right and everything everybody else says is wrong as long as it don't fit into your narrative. Don't do that. So for the first time in the history of the council, a sitting mayor decided that a council seat without a councillor, that money should be shared equally with the people who represent in both sides. The caretaker, who Mr. Oldness' executive would have put in place to represent the division of Olympic Gardens. So that caretaker got half, and the PMP caretaker got the other half. Same thing with over Northwest St. Andrew. No other council not doing it. Want to go check it out. Go and find out which other council did that. Which? None. Every single one of them took care of their own people. None of them never recognized a caretaker. Bruce Golding is the Prime Minister that came in office and recognized that when there's a government in power, the opposition has no place from which to operate. And Bruce Golding said that is unacceptable because every other place, every other democracy in the world make provisions for that. How can your main opposition party must be able to operate in a way that is professional because they could become government? And that is the reason and the logic behind him creating the office of the leader of the opposition. That is bipartisanship. Nobody did it. Not Manley, not PJ, not Portia. Nobody do it. Him do it. Not Siaga. Nobody did it, but him did it. Bruce Golding did it because he saw the need for that. And why did he see that need and why it was important for him? It's not any kind of thing about taxpayers' money and Ray. It's about Jamaica. It's about the leadership. It's about presenting a country that operating within this two-party political system headed by a constitutional monarchy. That's what it's about, and that is what he created. That's why he created it. That is why. Do we have flaws in the system? We do. Yeah. So my guess is, and I'm not speaking from any point of knowledge per se, because you might not believe this, but ever since I start this campaign against Mark Golding and the rest of them, all of these people, none of them don't speak to me. I don't speak to them don't speak to me. Occasionally, I will send the Mayor Swaby something. Like I sent him a long 4-page letter about the preparation for our earthquake, just in case, because we've been getting them so frequent, and the place is so hot, and the Gulf of Mexico is the warmest it has ever been in decades. And I sent him a 4-page letter. So occasionally I would correspond with him about something I have some concerns about. I do. And occasionally I get a response. I very rarely get a response from him. I'm not quarreling because I don't seek nothing from him. So I don't know what Mr. Denton Henry talking about. Audrey Smith-Facey, not them chat to me. And me not chat to them. I don't know. Them probably figure that you know, me a beat up Mark. And these are people that I had very good relationships with. I mean, Audrey and Swaby and Dennis Garden. I had a very good relationship with those people. I supported Audrey over Angela Brownberg for the seat in Southwest St. Andrew. I don't regret that one bit. I thought that Angela Brownberg just stay her yard, and Audrey would have been the natural successor. And I thought that it was an unfair thing that Peter Phillips did when he opened back the doors for Angela Brownberg to actually come through, because she had missed the deadline of putting in an application, and she didn't put in the application. And if you didn't put in an application, you should not have been in the runnings to even compete. And that pissed me off. And for those of you who know, I also at one time supported Angela Brownberg. I supported her vice presidency when Lisa Hanna challenged. So I support based on what I believe is right and what I believe is wrong, and I'm going to rile up against what I believe to be wrong or unfair. And since I have been on YouTube, I've been on social media for a while, but I've only been on YouTube since January 2024, you know. I mean, you knew that. I have only been on YouTube since January 2024. And since I have been on YouTube, I have taken stance that I believe, based on my upbringing and my training and my social upbringing and my travels throughout the world and my reading books and my understanding of how the world and everything operates. I have said it before and I'm saying it again. I have not always been a decent and honest person. There was a time when I was not, in my younger days. I have no regrets about that, because those things taught me something. And it is those things that I've moved away from and found myself in this that I am in now, where I pride myself and where the good Lord has taken me, because I take no credit for where I have been and where I am now. The full credit go to the Lord Jesus Christ, because he came and he died for our sins. And his job was to come and do that and rescue people like me, and he did. Don't come on my channel, come talk about my ice cream shop that I am struggling with day in and day out. Don't do that. About taxpayers' money and my ice cream shop set up taxpayers' money. What is wrong with you, young fellow? If you're a young fellow or a damn old man, what is wrong with you? Don't do that. You don't know my struggle. I don't talk about other people's struggle because I don't know their struggle. You can't know my struggle. If you talk about another man's shoes you have never put on, your feet has never been in his shoes. You don't do that, man, because you don't know the struggle. And if you don't know the struggle, don't make them kind of innuendos, and don't come on social media and make them kind of them kind of thing. Don't do it. It's upsetting. And not making you upset me, you know. I'm really not making you upset me. I'm just passionate about it right now. And I have no angst with you. I'm not kicking you off the channel. I'm not blocking you. I'm not preventing you from voicing your opinions. But dirty PMP girl Karen, no, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. And talking about my ice cream shop and taxpayers' money, no, I don't know. If you know something, talk. If you know something, just talk, no man. Just say it, man. Shit. What's wrong with you know? If you know something, just talk. Don't come make them kind of innuendos there and telling people to unsubscribe to my channel like your bad man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, because I'm not doing that to anybody. I'm saying to you, don't do that. Back it up, man. Back the hell up and stop it, man. Or I have to block you from my channel if you don't stop it. Then you owe me an apology. And you should put that on the channel that you apologize. And if I don't see that apology, I'm going to block you from my channel. Because you're rude and out of order. You have no information. And some of your people, some of your GLP people, a lot of them that support the channel, they came on and they voiced their disappointment. And I gave back my answer to their disappointment. And it was respectful. All of it was respectful. One person said, boy, I don't even know what to believe. And I don't know what is it she talking about because she believe me. When I said the IC wrong, going after Mr. Oldness' parents and Mr. Oldness, but now she don't believe me because that, what I'm saying now, don't support her side. What is it that they all contending about? They're contending about the both sidism. There is always both sidism. Both sides do it. You have to accept it. Or, as voters, you can lift your voice and ask for a overall of the system. And don't pay attention to what the politicians do and what the politicians say. What Dayton Campbell said, however, is a totally different kettle of fish. Totally different kettle of fish. From the money that the mayor has at his disposal to distribute to the divisions that are without councils. What Dayton Campbell said is suggesting that he is preparing to commit crimes. And he's saying to Lawrence Rowe, and I'm reading it different from every one of you, because he wasn't entirely... Let me tell you something. Dayton Campbell can't corrupt Swaby. We can't tell you that. Them probably would even make him mayor again if the PMP win back the council again, because them can't corrupt Swaby. And if Dayton Campbell ever bring any argument to Swaby about money for the election, Swaby will run him. Me not ask you that. Swaby will run him. Just like how Audrey Smith-Facey got up in the NEC when them said them are going to announce Lawrence Rowe, and she said to them, oh, not going to announce Lawrence Rowe, I want to still have discussions with Steve McGregor. She said it to them in an NEC meeting. She asked them how they were going to guys go announce Lawrence Rowe as candidate. And all of them still having discussions with Steve McGregor. Her stance is similar to mine. It's not that she support Lawrence Rowe or she don't support Lawrence Rowe. It was the uneasiness of that decision. How that decision was very, crafty and cruel. That you're going to give him knowing that you're not going to give him. Same stance. And she and I have often agreed when we're in Region 3 together. She and I have often agreed on many, many things. We disagree on many, many things as well. But we often line up more than disagree on most issues. Because we don't care about who you be. If it's wrong, we're going to call you out. And we're going to tell you, so not straight for God. So, you have the facts. You doubt me? Go check it out for yourself. Go check with the councils. Go ask the councils. Go ask the mayors. So when all those councillors transition to member of parliament, who spend the money for the council seat? What did you do with the money? And just to be clear, just to be absolutely clear, there are different monies to be spent. Christmas money, total the purview of the councillor, and it don't necessarily the mayor. And it don't necessarily mean that you're going to clean a drain or fix a road. But when the time comes for the money, and when the money come up to fix a road, the mayor can't just exactly look at the political sides, He have to ask the two of them to go check out the road and tell him which road. Because he not give them the money. The mayor can't give them the money. The two of them have to come together, since there's no councillor, the JLP rep, the PMP rep, and they have to agree on a road. And Swaby, from as long as he has been councillor, have always said that this is the way it should go. Of course, him always get pushed back because everybody like the power and like the control, and them not giving it up back. Angela Brownborg did nothing for the KSMSE except scrape off money and go get our fake doctorate and build our house. While Swaby was saying, let us do it this way. Let us do this, let us do that. Let us split the money for the two sides. Let us do this. No. Neither she, nor Desmond, nor Delroy, none of them did it. None of them did it. None of them shared it on both sides. So when you talk about both sides isms, there is both sides isms. And it will always remain both side isms. Both sides does some things. Don't listen to the politicians out there. Don't listen to what, don't pay attention to what Mr. Vaz would be saying, because Mr. Vaz is campaigning. And in the midst of campaigning, when things like these come up, everybody going to grab on whatever works for them, and them going to run it out there. And that is how the politics go. And At that point, it doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. At that point, it don't matter about both sides did what. There's no both sides ism when you're campaigning. There's just your side wrong this time, and next week something else might come up, and the next side might be wrong. And the following week something come up, and the other side might be wrong. And it's a carousel going round and round and round. Because it is politics. And that is how the cookie crumbles. So, that is that. Thank you so very much for listening to my rant. Please like the video. Give the video a like. Send me that pithy comment that you normally do. Keep it respectful. Say what you want to say. Just keep it out of the realm of disrespect. All right? And then share it to all your friends and family. God bless you all. Stay safe, everybody. And please, keep your children safe.